To help you answer the first question on this week's type lecture assignment, I created an imaginary table from an imaginary study, and I designed it to look like the table from the article that I'm asking you about. So in this study, or in this made-up study, the three variables are procrastination, GPA, and social media use. These are the three things that the researcher is measuring. And it looks like the researcher found a correlation of negative 0.75 between procrastination and GPA, which is variable 2. See how this is 1 and 2. And it's also a significant negative correlation because of the asterisks. So we're confident that it's not just due to random chance. We're confident the two variables are actually related. So let's talk about how we would put this conclusion into words. So what we could say here is that the data suggests that people who are higher in procrastination tend to be lower in GPA. We would phrase it that way because it's a negative correlation. Or you could say something like, the data suggests that people who procrastinate more tend to have lower GPAs. Basically, you just need to say that people who are higher in one tend to be lower in the other. And then let's say that there's this positive correlation between procrastination and social media use, 1 and 3, and it's also a significant positive correlation. Since it's a significant positive correlation, you would say the data suggests that people who are higher in procrastination tend to be higher in social media use. Basically, the data suggests that if you're high in one, you're probably high in the other as well. So just phrase your answers like that when I ask you to arrive at your own conclusions. But you just have to avoid reaching cause and effect conclusions because it's a correlational study. So you couldn't say something like the data suggests that procrastination causes a lower GPA. You wouldn't be able to say something like that, or you wouldn't be able to say that the data suggests that procrastination causes higher social media use because it's a correlational study. And in order for us to, in order for these correlations to be valid, we have to assume that the study was done well and that the sample is representative. But we're just going to assume that the study was done well and that the sample is representative because for this question, I want us to just focus on the correlations and not the methods of the study.